Sports, Leah Johnson. Now. Ooh. Hi, excuse me. I have a question about science. Okay, why are cells so small? To understand why cells are so small, you have to understand three main concepts: diffusion, volume, and surface area. Especially, you have to understand the relationship between volume and surface area. To demonstrate how diffusion works, I'm going to use this glass of water and this coffee mate. Okay, so here we have a clean, clear glass of water, and here we have the coffee mate. Now we're going to pour the coffee mate into the water. This coffee mate is our solute, and this is our solvent. So that means that the solute is going to be dissolved by the solvent. All right. Okay. Now if this were a little more water soluble, it'd kind of start diffusing quicker. You can already kind of see it as it goes down. Do you see it? It's like getting cloudy. Now this is the process of diffusion. When there's a higher concentration of solute, the solvent dissolves it to make an even concentration throughout the solution. Like, okay, so what does that have to do with why my cells are so freaking tiny? Diffusion, as you could see from the demonstration, is not a very fast process. Yet cells need to be able to do things in a very quick succession of time, like neurons firing. Pew pew! A process that allows you to run away from a lion if it's about to eat you. Oh my god, get me out of here! Things that need to be diffusing, such as ions, proteins, sugars, which are all considered solutes, need to be able to diffuse in a very short amount of time. Oh my god, how long is this explanation? Oh honey, oh no. Just a few more points and then you can just go home, okay? Depending on the volume of the vessel that the solute is dissolving in, it could take up to 3 years for it to get to one end of the container to the other. It's been 3 years, please just move! So smaller the volume, faster the diffusion. The next thing we need to look at to understand why cells are so small is volume and surface area. To better understand this, let's look at a graph. Okay, so we have side length and radius here, depending on the shape of your cell, animal cell or plant cell, for example. Surface area is in red and volume is in blue. Okay, so as the side length or the radius is at a smaller value, the surface area is actually greater than the volume. But as the side length and radius increase, the volume shoots up and the surface area is left behind. The reason volume increases so much faster than surface area is because volume is usually a cubed function, and surface area is usually a squared function. So the cubed function is always going to increase much faster than the squared function. So cells prefer a high surface area to volume ratio because it maximizes the cellular transport between the inside of the cell and the outside of the cell, and it allows diffusion to be a sufficient form of movement for the solutes. And because diffusion is a spontaneous process, it requires no energy. Oh, I like that. Thanks to these three factors, our bodies are able to function as well as this. And that's why cells are small. Thank you, cell structure, for keeping us alive.